From Divine Sister of the Light Natalia Alba, beloved ones, as we move through this process of density emancipation, focusing on conscious release and rejuvenation is pivotal to preparing ourselves for the next embodiment phase, one that will enhance the importance at this time of our ascension journey of purification, so we can enter into another transformational phase, the last one in this 8th universal year, with an 8 universal month that prepares us for activating our sapphire body. Our planet is continually bifurcating from the old Earth. We can align to it by holding a loving frequency, choosing at every moment what forces we wish to align or not to. Ascension is a choice, one of constantly choosing to remain within divine love, peace, and harmony, which is what creates the so-called new Earth that we so much talk about. September is a month to restore compassion, as it is by embodying higher levels of compassion that soul evolution can occur. Compassion towards ourselves and our transformational process helps us heal the wounded emotional body and transcend the 4th dimensional bodies and the many distortions we accumulate in our dense bodies. Only by creating harmony within our 4th dimensional bodies can we enter the soul realms, healing soul fragmentation and pain, and restoring our self-esteem and sense of self, often clouded by the ego, healing guilt, blame, unworthiness, anger, addictions, abandonment feelings, energetic depletion, and all the wounds we carry, create soul connection, stabilization in our energetic bodies, and above all, clarity, for we have now opened our body channels to receive again the constant divine insights that are always sent to us. September, being an 8 universal month, completes the process initiated at the beginning of the year of soul and monadic reconnection, and the planetary one of timelines retrieval that is too unfolding, which was emphasized in August. The 8 universal month of September is obtained in numerology from the sum of this year, 2024, 8, and the number 9 of September, a total of 17, reduced to 8. During this month, as all the planetary alignments remind us, focusing on our energetic health and self-love will be vital to move into the new harmonic timeline that we are already creating, and that Pluto confirmed too when it moved into Aquarius on January 20th of this year for the next 20 years. It is not without healing ourselves that we can step into this new era, for this new cycle is about many as one, the power of all united within divine love and compassion to shift what has been distorted and repressed for so long. And if there is no unity within, there cannot be in the whole. My guides called September the month of soul evolution, as many of you are under this process of healing old wounds, reconnecting with your divine self, and finally achieving the trinity that comes with this unification work, and that ultimately implies soul evolution. The energies of this new energetic month also denote the soul awakening that is taking place in the collective as we continue transitioning into a new 5th dimensional world, a collective process that is also represented by Pluto retrograde in Capricorn now, moving back and forth between Aquarius and Capricorn, as it will do again on the 1st of September before it finally settles in Aquarius. Pluto in Capricorn uncovers our shadows, so we can look at them and listen to what our hidden feelings and fears need to tell us. For all shadows are made of unresolved emotional conflicts, traumas, and fears. Illusions, but not for this less real, that vanish when we confront and embrace them. This is a period for us to see our personal evolution and discern if we have still something to work with, or if we are heading into a more peaceful and illumined state of being. Ascension, as I always say, is a path that challenges us, for only in that way we can remember but it is not always a path of suffering. We can find and create more peace, harmony, expansion, and alignment, for we are meant to be living within divine love and joy, not in a constant state of suffering. We also have a cosmic gift with Pluto and Capricorn to work with our physical bodies, as we too work on evolving on a soul level. Pluto coming back into Capricorn, a zodiac sign that represents self-illumination through physical ascension, will accelerate our inner processes, helping us to see our lessons, embrace them, and move from what pains us and keeps us in a lower state of being. It is a time during September to conclude the transformational phase that started in March, and that has taken us to this moment. A moment of complete surrender, regeneration, and rebirth, for we are now ready to grow our wings and fly, as guides share often. We are immersed in 2 months of soul growth and DNA synthesis, for the energies will facilitate and support the work many of you are doing of DNA retrieval and reconnection. The energies will not do the work for us. It takes a lot of time, dedication, and humility to work with ourselves and our DNA, but they will set the propitious atmosphere for us to initiate or continue with this transformational work. Pluto pushes us to evolve at all levels, which starts by transforming ourselves through inner alchemy and retrieving our personal power, a process we are too witnessing in the collective. Capricorn invites us to focus on our bodies, telomeres, where our DNA resides, energetic correction, and trauma healing, for it reminds us of the importance of evolving in both a soul and a physical level, as ascension can only be achieved while we are still in a physical body. An advanced soul cannot dwell in an unevolved body. Both cannot energetically, physically, and spiritually coexist. September is a month to visit the depths of our soul and embrace all we find there, without judgments, regrets, and guilt, just within unconditional love and appreciation for all we have learned, given and received, for all serves the soul journey on this earth and any other plane. The emphasis on moving inward and continue unifying ourselves is so potent that we start September with Uranus retrograde, for those who resonate with slow motion phases, together with Pluto retrograde as well in Capricorn on the 1st of the month, Virgo energies, Mars in Cancer on the 4th of September, and an eclipse on the 17th in Pisces, signs that deepen the healing and transformational phase we are undergoing at this time, and that will continue until October and early November. The Awakener Uranus will join Pluto and Capricorn, both retrograde, to reveal to us what we need to shift, heal, and transform, as Uranus's force encourages us to move forward, leaving the past behind, innovating, expanding, and be a never-ending soul learning. Uranus invites us to adapt to change, something our Andromedan family is helping many of you achieve at this time of great transformation, as I see daily. Andromedans live in constant change as their realities shift as their thoughts do, and they are helping many of you who have chosen to be on this evolutionary path to adapt to the unexpected, which occurs when we surrender to the change we are creating, transforming ourselves as a species. On the 2nd of September, we have a new moon at 11 degrees Virgo, for we start the month by having many planetary events to trigger the change that needs to occur for us to move forward. Virgo is all about distilling from our bodies all that is impure and that cannot coexist with the level of illumination achieved. This new moon in Virgo reminds us that our bodies are our temple, as well as Pluto and Capricorn, and that is only through the proper management of our energy and bodies that we can achieve plenitude and wholeness. Only when our bodies feel replenished is that we can feel rejuvenated and healthy and be of service in further ways. This new moon invites us to achieve this purified state of being at all levels, in our minds and emotional bodies too, so we can be of service, helping many who are now transcending their old selves and need of our love and compassion to move through these initial stages. 2 days later, on September 4th, we have the warrior Mars entering into Cancer, another water sign that invites us to dissolve what no longer serves and create more flow in our lives, moving into a more peaceful and harmonic state of being. This energy is very nurturing, protective, and emotional. Mars is impulsive, it moves well in conflict, and its energy is fiery, assertive, and instinctive, while Cancer is all about soul connection, emotions, and inner knowing. When our consciousness is the one ruling ourselves and our bodies, our fiery force blends and listens to our inner guidance, to our feelings, because it knows that both united can create a more balanced reality. Mars in Cancer teaches us about the importance of progressive desires, building and creating from a harmonic and patient space rather than from an impulsive and fiery one, in which we may fall into old traps and manifest what is not aligned with our soul's authentic path. Learning how to control our indomitable force is key during this time, for we are going to be immersed in many changes and challenges, probably to see with clarity our path, and patience is key until we clearly know what to pursue and what to let go of. Cancer teaches Mars the importance of feeling emotionally connected to what we wish to manifest, as when we impulsively create, we create by default, and then the outcomes may not satisfy our true desires. A few days later, on September 9th, Mercury will enter Virgo. Mercury in Virgo will invite us to clear our mental bodies and minds of all debris and energetic clutter, which often cloud our divine insights. This encounter is a reminder to be more efficient, acting constructively rather than thinking negatively, and moving into a more clear and focused state of being. On September 17th, we have a full moon partial lunar eclipse at 25 degrees Pisces. This eclipse in the sign of Pisces is the peak of the soul evolution phase, as it awakens our spiritual and emotional senses, helping us to see all with more clarity after having worked so hard on ourselves, transforming our minds from old patterns and physical self and realigning to our soul, embodying all the visions we are to create. This is the first eclipse of the Virgo-Pisces axis set that will continue until 2027, and that comes to help us achieve the next step in our ascension journey, being of further assistance in this transition, for we have now aligned to our God self, and many are prepared to give the next step in becoming divine healers and emissaries. Virgo and Pisces are both about service to others, purification, polarity integration, and self-illumination. This eclipse sets the basis for what is yet to come, and we are yet to feel and experience within and in the collective, for many are the changes that are taking place, if we look back and that we never thought were possible. On September 23rd, the Sun enters Libra, and we too celebrate the equinox. We have now a few days to stabilize our frequency, bodies, and all the changes we have created from within. If we look closely, this month offers us precious energies for us to balance every single aspect of ourselves and hence our lives, as they are a reflection of how we feel inside. Finding equilibrium within the metamorphosis process that we are undergoing is key, as we are literally becoming a more illumined being, and our bodies will initially fight releasing so much density and the old baggage that they have been accustomed to living with. This is a very harmonic equinox, for it is about creating more inner balance through healing and clearing, as well as into our planet, through our conscious acts and our particular mission. Now more than ever we are called to be of service to all, helping by seeding more peace, unity, and harmony, as this journey is never just about ourselves, but about remembering how to serve the whole through our conscious and loving acts. On the next day we have Venus, the planet of love and abundance, moving into Scorpio. Venus in Scorpio will help us greatly in going deeper into the depths of our being, to find all the guidance that we need for our new journey. Some will be already manifesting their chosen path, while others are yet in the initial creational phases. All is according to our soul's original plan and micro-personal cycles, which is why it is so important to know ourselves profoundly. This is a time to revise our relationship, igniting the spark of love, passion, and romance in them through soul synthesis with our partners and loved ones, creating more unity and purpose within our divine reunions. On September 25th, we have Saturn semi-square Pluto. This is the second of three, being the first one in May 2024, and the third will be happening in January 2025. A time for us to clear karmic patterns, inner conflicts, and confusion, clearing ourselves and therefore the path that we are building. Often we cannot see our path, not because of something external, but because there is something within us that clouds our vision. Our task is to move inward, find the fragmented aspect of us or energy that is disturbing our divine insights, and clear it. The most important in our path is to recognize the shift that we are experiencing and learn how to adapt to it. For once we see the truth of who we are and our purpose, there is no way back. So any intent to come back to where we previously were will only result in more damage and confusion. Acceptance and compassion are key to seeing what blocks us from moving forward and removing it. Persistence is the gift that Saturn brings us, reminding us of the importance of devotion and inner work to conquer our shadows and clear our vision and path. Finally, at the end of the month on September 26, we have Mercury entering Libra, who emphasizes the essence of October as it is about bringing balance into our mental plane, as balance begins by holding the mental equilibrium and clarity required for us to make the necessary changes that we wish to create in our life experience. This introduces the Libra eclipse that will take place on the 2nd of October, a new moon annular solar eclipse at 10 degrees Libra that will seed the harmony required for us to end the year peacefully, lovingly, and gracefully, after having passed through a very powerful but also blessed and unique year of constant integration and acceleration of our ascension path. Within this year of reconnection and density emancipation, as the more we realign to who we are, the more we leave behind our three-dimensional self and mind, we are finally reconnecting with the new Earth's timelines, bringing more unity and restoration to ourselves and the planet. Many of you will be already dwelling in a fifth-dimensional loving frequency. Others are gradually embodying it. It is important that we never stop embodying more love, wisdom, discernment, and personal power, as it is the only way to liberate ourselves from all the false programming we carry within. Many timelines are coexisting at the same time on our planet. All is true, the unconscious acts that are taking place, the benevolent ones, and many other different choices. The frequency you choose to hold within will determine your reality, whether peace, love, harmony, or destruction. May you always align and dwell in the unconditional and harmonic essence of your God self, beloveds. Have a blessed September within infinite love from NataliaAlba.com.